That's much better. He's coming out for work much relaxed, head not keeping all up in the air, just follow me. Beautiful. Very happy to see that. Turn around right here. Stay back. Now walk in. Turn around. Stay back. Very good. Put your head down. Very good, sweetheart. Good boy. Stay relaxed. Beautiful. Hello guys, Raskachin here, and we continue working with Copenhagen, 5 years old Frisian gelding. So I will continue share with you my progress with him in round pen and share with you ideas and steps, reason behind steps I educate him and how that's helping me with him to communicate, and after transfer actually this education to future foundation riding education and confidence. So he's very close to finish his round pen education, and we're going to go to the in-hand communication and combine confidence with in-hand communication, and then we're going to start to ride it. So right now when I am starting lesson with Copenhagen, it's very important. We got to this point, it's not anymore you have to wandering around the round pen, pay attention in different objects. You truly, when you start right now, we got to this point, so he mentally have to concentrate on me. He mentally truly have to pay attention on me, because when I'm going to start to ride him in the future, I want this horse going to be relaxed mentally and be confident. Okay, so he truly pay attention, and that's where it starts, energy and communication, not under saddle or in a lunge line, etc. So when I gonna open from, we just start the lesson, when I gonna start to apply my flag, again, I'm not stretching horse, not with halters, not with rope. This animal have to stay still and have a patience and relaxation. Boom! We done a lot of surprise sounds, so again, he have to wait for me. When I walk to him towards Copenhagen with flag and using my flag, yes baby, I love you too. So he have to be relaxed also and wait for me. Even when I walk away, that's a difference when you invite the horse come to you and when horse respecting your space and staying waiting for your cue. And that's what we're going to transfer to the mounting, that's what we're going to transfer to the cross tie, fitting the horse in the stall, put saddle on the horse, lunging also, so horse not all the time leaning inside. And that's just 2 simple steps. Educate horse travel consistently and stop and face. And remember, from the day one when we just showed him the flag in the round pen, he was very nervous and upset. So that's how we got to this point. So horse control this emotion, stay still and wait for it. If beautiful, nice and relaxed. Look at him, pay attention in his ears. 100 miles around, he pay attention what's happening outside. Okay, let's see what's going to happen now. Because energy already rised up, I want to see what's going to happen if I'm going to pick up this flag and see what's going to happen now. Beautiful. Very good. So now we're going to do different. We're going to change direction. Say, for example, we're outside. We're going to change the energy and see how he's going to accept that. So it's all introduction to the tools what we're going to work. And we're going to do probably the introduction for good, I would say, 5 days, 6 days, and start to add the new steps. That's not even training right now. That's just learning about his brain and physics, nothing else. Very good. Beautiful, nice and soft, very nice. Let's see what's going to happen when I'm going to be in the middle, if he's going to think it's a pressure. Keep look at me. Very good, sweetheart. Okay. So that's not a pressure. I'm not interested in to educate my horses travel forward motion with flag, because eventually he have to travel forward motion when I'm using the flag and control their fear and emotion with flag. So now we're going to apply forward motion. So she had to travel consistently around me, left and right direction, not lean inside, lean outside. At the same time, first of all, we're going to teach her to travel left and right direction, and after we're going to apply flag and bullwhip. So I'm going to show you differences. If I'm going to teach my horse right now to throw lasso on the hindquarters to travel forward motion, or chasing horse with flag to travel forward motion, or apply the whip in the horse body to travel forward motion, I taking confidence away from the horse. So when horse is going to travel forward motion and I'm going to apply the flag, horse is going to even speed up much more and travel even much faster. So I take confidence away with flag, and I taking confidence away in the forward motion in the horse. So when I'm going to trail right, if something going to fly from the bushes, so it's going to be a windy day, horse will not going to control emotions. So that's amazing exercise to teach horse to travel in the forward motion with body language, voice command, and energy, and accept moving object or loud sounds, even gun. So in reality, it takes longer to teach horse to travel with energy, body language, and voice command than apply physical pressure on the horse. But you're going to have much more, if you're going to teach with body language, voice command, and energy, you're going to have much more confidence horse in the forward motion. And the reason behind all of this education, we have to take these methods to the final performance riding education. That's the whole reason of these methods. Each methods have behind idea where you're going to take these methods to the future. So again, forward motion, and now trot. So beautiful. So she have to travel right now, forward motion, and be relaxed. So before, when I educate Grace, I was with her shoulders all the time, travel forward motion, not behind, with the shoulders all the time. So right now she got to this point, so she have to develop balance and coordination and travel around me when I stay still in the middle of the round pen, and be consistently in her forward motion, and consistent also in her mental and physical abilities. Beautiful. Continue, pick up, continue travel. So when I pick up the flag, she still have to travel around me and be nice and relaxed. Beautiful, just like this, and I'm gonna again put my hand down. Horse is gonna fall apart in education, absolutely. He might gonna start to walk away right now, but I have a method. Travel forward, stop and face. So I bring him his mental abilities back to me and teach him to stay still. Okay, so we're gonna move away this flag. Going back to the extending touch. And extending touch, that's probably the hardest step to accomplish in Discover philosophy methodology in round pen. But again, why I'm doing this immediately when I start the lesson? Because I want to see how truly he's paying attention when we just start to communicate, how he can remember education, how he control emotions when we just start. Okay, so that's very important to see that what kind of level I bring this horse, like right here. I just wait, give opportunity, come back mentally. Again, hind legs, very good. So I have to stay still, be nice and relaxed. Very good. So that's what I want to see with my horse. Okay? Beautiful, nice and relaxed. Extend and touch, that's your touching horse in the first time. You don't have to hide your energy or catch him or etc. Put saddle on the horse in the first time, put saddle pad in the first time, carry object going towards the horse when horse standing across tie. And can you move your shoulders please a little bit? Right here, a little bit more please. Right here. Okay? And that's what's going to help develop so much. Right here, he left me completely. So I'm going to say, come back where I was before, and come back to me where he was before. Okay, so again, fix your shoulders. So that's actually this step, travel forward, consistently stop and face, actually developing patience and the horse mental abilities. And that's a prime example how hard we're working. He have that amount of patience, and he lost his patience, and he start to walk away. If I start to chasing him right now with whips or etc., I'm just gonna raise his emotions to the max, and he's gonna stop only because of the fear, okay, because of dominating him in forward motion. But because we accomplished previous steps very well and methods, we can communicate and bring him again to this relaxed state of mind and develop this patience. Again, remember I always saying, when we work with horse in the round pen, that's invisible launch line. Everything what you're doing right now, imagine I have a launch line connect. If you're going to act like that, bad or good, you're going to act exactly the same in the launch line. So can I walk with my horse with the tool? Touching him, put my hand from opposite side. That's my saddle, that's my leg right now, object from opposite side, okay? And remember, I share a lot in Academy how to develop extending touch, how to introduce extending touch. It's not just throwing rope on the horse. Okay, it's a methods exist, so horse will mentally develop that without the fear. Again, that's my leg right now, that's my saddle right now from opposite side, and this animal 16 hands, so he's pretty big animal. Okay, so he allowed me to come. That's what I was to see. That's very beautiful. So he wait for me all the time. That's how important it is. Beautiful. So he not follow me. He not join up and walk with me, rub against me, and that's after he gonna transfer in the stall when I'm gonna feed them, in the lunch line, and etc. So all this is gonna start to fall apart. Okay, so let's see if he remember that. Wake up, forward motion, come back to me right here. He left completely. So again, I'm going to ask him call forward. Pay attention on the tarp. I said come back him again to me. Forward motion. Beautiful. So can I bring my animal in the middle and he gonna stay in the middle and develop this confidence? Okay, so animal have to understand when he allowed to stay beside the wall, when horseman ask you, or when you come in the middle when the horseman ask you, and have a relaxation. Okay, right now he left again, We're gonna wait till he's gonna completely lift the fence. We're gonna turn him again, face me. And that's all patience. That's a learning process in the horse brain. Again, fix your shoulder, fix your shoulder, fix your shoulder, right here, beautiful. So again, like you see this left leg, right here, beautiful. So this left leg, he doesn't want to move. So we today in this process, I will show you how many times we're going to invite him inside and outside, so he will develop this patience. Okay? Beautiful. We're going to stop. So we're just warming up his brain right now, and we're going to start to work. So now we're going to concentrate on the forward motion, and that's why this horse came to my facilities, because he's very up, he ran away, he pulled the halter. Owners cannot succeed to lunging him. He was completely, they cannot control him. And I explained how important to understand consistent, it means understand direction we're asked to travel, and never stop. So accomplish walk, trot, and lope. And from all those three speeds, walk, it's the hardest speed to accomplish. And today we're going to work on consistent and consistently walk, continue working, and stay beside the panel. That's where we're falling apart. When I point, and I clock, forward motion, I want my horse pay attention on me, right here, and continue travel. So right now I'm going to try to stay in the middle. An animal have to stay beside the panel, continue travel on the walk consistently. It means not lean inside and outside, have to continue travel. Same voice command all the time, same body language. So animal have to pay attention on this. I don't have to chase him. You truly have to understand the forward motion. Remember, that's invisible launch line right now. And I'm going to say, very good, baby. That's what I want from you. Absolutely. And I'm going to say, beautiful work. That's exactly what I want. So say, for example, if you not understand the speed, and we teach a lot speed control and discover philosophy, methodology, and round pen, and changing speeds. Yes, baby, yes. That's we're going to transfer to in-hand communication, lunging, right? And if horse not understand that, it's say, for example, forward motion, we not develop this voice command, energy, body language, and I apply a lot of pressure with tool behind, horse cannot maintain mentally speed. Horse will going to speed up. So again, point. When I point, horse travel forward motion. How many times I done this? Million times, okay? And it's the honest the truth. That's not going to happen immediately. You have to every day, and we just work in a small session. Forward motion, stop. Forward motion, stop. Forward motion, stop. So he can truly understand the consistent. When I point, continue travel. And I'm going to say right here, baby, that's beautiful. That's what I want. Okay, a little bit back. Don't start to lean inside. And that's what's happening. They start to lean inside, and etc. Right here, fall apart. That's fine. I said, no. Stay back. Stay back. My presence, my energy is sending him back. He worry what's happening behind him, different noises. Excuse me. Snow falling down from the roof. So all that's we have to pay in consideration. And that's right now we're teaching him control emotion, stop and face. So it's not just, oh, my horse can stop and stay still. You have to spend time. Invisible launch line. Okay, point. When I point, my horse travel. I'm sending him back to the fence. My shoulders leaning towards his right shoulder. I send with my energy towards the fence because we're developing balance, coordination, and a straight line with horse. That's all goal on this forward motion. Not because we want to take energy from the horse. We want to develop or make him tired, we want to truly develop this forward motion consistently. Right now I'm lunging him. Imagine I have in-hand communication rope in my hand. So my voice have to be with very consistent rhythm too. That's a walk, okay? So if horse not deaf, and again, right here, stop and stay still, beautiful. If horse not deaf, horse will gonna learn that, okay? And it's gonna be much easier for you to teach that forward motion, because when you change in your voice, your energy change. Now I'm gonna say forward motion again, right here, beautiful. So we're gonna do a lot of this today. Stay where I told to stay with me, please. And the main goal of education in discovered philosophy, methodology, and round pen, so it's going to be useful in the future education, and not ropes, not halters, everything free. I believe communication starts from the energy, developing trust starts from the energies. You want to play with that? Okay. From the energies, from the body language, voice command, that's I believe that's how we have to communicate. It doesn't mean, okay, thank you. It doesn't mean I don't want my horse slide. It doesn't mean I don't want my horse spin, do lead changes, and etc. It's not what I'm trying to share in you right now. It doesn't mean I'm going to just play with him in round pen and have this lobby-dobby motions and energy. I want to all these methods will transfer to the future, to the performance. That's what we call in our business RK performance horsemanship, because we train performance horses. And I want this horse going to be performance quality horse in the future. Okay? So now I'm going to say, can you go back to the panel? Okay? And now I'm not going to allow him to turn right here. And I share a lot with how to teach horse to face with hindquarters in round pen towards the human. Okay? And I repeat the sentence over and over. 100 years they're teaching us that's a very bad idea to teach horse in round pen, teach horse to face horsemen with hindquarters. And I said myself, and I said to the public all the time, then don't brush the horse tail, don't put shoes in the hind legs, don't touch his legs, don't do nothing behind the horse. So it's much easier to teach horse freely, to have two steps again, consistently and turn outside, and teach horse stay towards the horseman far away, 25 feet away. You don't have to tie him to the fence or hold him and worry and etc. And it's again, that's a patience right now. That's a trailer, tied to the trailer right now, okay? That's a standing across tie, somebody walk in with behind the door, or with very good baby. Okay, come back again, no, forward motion. Come back again, right there, beautiful. Walk into the barn with shaving bags, etc. So horse truly have to control emotion, staying with nose there, towards the horseman with hind horse. I can walk towards the horse and not to be worried he's gonna kick me and etc. But again, don't watch this video and start to walk towards the horse like that, because it's a very dangerous, it can kill you, okay? So it's a methods involved. It's methods involved. Please face me with front end. Right here, beautiful. So that's involved methods and involve different steps to get to this result, not just run him around or somehow I'm going to put you towards me with hindquarters. So again, it's a sequence of the methodology till we're going to get to this level. Okay, so that's beautiful work. So now we're going to go back to the forward motion again. When I point, remember from the first day, I'm going to show you this clip right now. From the first day when we're going to ask him forward motion, remember what he did? He all the time protects the side, and he refused travel forward motion again beside the panel. And we're gonna go again, right here. Just see if two brains, if he is not letting me, that's fine, I walk away, I'm not gonna continue. That's not confidence. That's what we're learning right now from this horse. Not confidence from the left side. All right, so we're gonna try again. We're gonna walk away, open our eyes, open our energy, look at our horse. Maybe we have to stay a little bit here, not to be in a rush. Okay, because we want to develop this confidence. And right here, stay here, and right here. And so what he's telling me right now, from this side, he don't have confidence. He all the time try to sneak in the middle to protect himself. He actually dominate me with his forward motion towards me. So I come back and I'm saying again, dominate me with forward motion towards me. So he go around, moving the hips away and bringing his nose. So he telling me, you're not allowed to be here on this side. So it's mean I'm gonna struggle a lot in the left side of the horse. And that's what we're gonna transfer after. To travel under saddle, that will transfer with backup, with lead changes, with pick up correct lead, with trot, with lope. They're gonna lean inside and outside, but everything starts from here. If I cannot communicate on the ground here, rest education gonna start to fall apart. So now we done voice command and in the body language. See if he's gonna respond from the energy, just the energy. I lean. Energy, beautiful, walk away. Energy can be very soft and deliberate. Energy can be soft, very deliberate, and energy can be very, very aggressive, okay? So it's a depends on the horse brain, okay? So he's showing me he have very good response to the energy. So I don't have to apply very aggressive energy, or a lot of energy, I better say. So when I just tap, you see again, nose going, I say, no, move away from me. You see nose again, hips out, change the side. So that's what he's telling me. This side, you're not welcome here. You're not welcome here. Beside the panel, okay? So we got to this point till he finally already starts to travel. So now I'm going to say, can I increase the energy? My voice change. Continue travel. Beautiful. So that's what I want to see. Horse travel around me. Nice and relax. Beautiful. Still alert a little bit. You can see his head going a little bit higher. But that's fine. So travel. Again, that's invisible launch line right now. He wants to come in. I said, not allowed. So that's invisible launch line right now. I am lunging him right now. I'm not just going to put him in the halter and the rope and start to whip behind his hindquarters. Right here, baby. Stop and stay still. Beautiful. Very happy to see that. So that's right now what's invisible launch line, because if I point, horse going to start to travel, okay? So I don't have to apply the whip behind again. Go forward motion, please stop. Right here, fix your shoulders, right here. More your shoulders, right here. 90 degrees, baby, towards me. A lot of discipline here, so it's not maybe 45, maybe 35 degrees, 90 degrees, and stay 100%. That's again, patience and relaxation. Okay, that's a beautiful work. Very happy with that. So we don't have to run your horse because we're actually going to work against the education, against the mental abilities. We're going to dominate him, and they're going to start to refuse to travel forward motion. So just a small session when you increase in the brain and after in the physique. So now again, we're going to point, as travel forward motion. So spend a lot of time this forward motion, a lot of developing a lot of balance, a lot of coordination in forward motion. Again, towards he leaning, I said, towards, right here. Okay? I'm going to slow down him right now because I did not ask him to trot. Okay? Continue travel. Beautiful. Walk. So now increase and continue travel. So that's what I want to see. Nice and relax. Relax trot. Beautiful trot. Travel around me. I don't have to chasing him. Point. Energy. Point. Energy. Point. You see how he wants to come in? I said, no, we're not allowed. And that's what he's going to do exactly the same in the launch line. And when you're going to start to swing the rope or use the whip, then when they start to pull, then they start to wear you up. That's when they're going to start to run away from you. Then you're going to create more problems. Right here, and I'm going to say right here, baby, you can stop and stay still. Beautiful. That's exactly what I want. Very nice. Very happy with this answer. Very good job. Very good job, baby. Very good job. So if I'm going to invite my horse forward motion towards me, again forward motion, again forward motion, in the middle. It's very easy for animal to stay beside the fence, and I explained this. When you say in a building and you're staying beside the wall, you're much more confident in a big building. But if I'm going to put you, you don't have much anxieties. But if I'm going to take you and I'm going to put you in the middle of this building, you're going to lose your confidence, you're going to lose your emotions, and you're going to have a lot of anxieties. So I teach a lot of horses to stay there, but at the same time come here and be relaxed here with me and control this anxiety. So flag exactly the same in the middle. You don't have to be worried that's going to spook him or he's going to be hurt and etc. Okay? Eventually I'm going to show you all exercises with flag when he's going to go to the confidence education. That's just baby steps. Okay? So that's what I want to see if my horse relax from behind with flag when I touch him and etc. Beautiful. If we can stay with my horse behind the hind end, right here, he pay attention. Very nice. Touching him right here. Beautiful. Okay, so all this, it's actually turned inside. Again, we need forward motion, educate horse travel consistent and consistently. I repeat this consistent and consistently all the time. Consistent, it means understand the cue. Consistently, it means perform, never stop. And it's not just in round pen. It's in the confidence and in hands, in the ride, in the hand communication and in the riding. If you're not gonna, if horse or human in the sport or in the school not understand how to read, say for example, he will never gonna read the sentence because he not understand the letters. If horse not understand how to travel forward motion, he will never travel and never stop. I just give you the sample. Yes, sweetheart. I just give you this small samples. Okay, you just think a little bit beyond the standard thinking, open up your brain, and you will can understand where you can apply consistent and consistently on the horse education on everything. Pick up the leg. It can be consistent. And other door. Other door. Other door. Another door. Can you close this door, please? So you can apply consistent and consistently on any education. Even pick up the leg. It can be consistent. It can be consistently. If you cannot pick up the leg, you see what something happened right now. He's pay attention. I have to control emotion. Okay, somebody came to arena, opened the door, all energy right there. So we're gonna bring energy towards me. Okay. So that's very important right now. That's my stop and face, okay? So everything, please pay attention towards me, not on this door, all right? So you see where the head going? Head going this direction, and I'm saying, no, head have to go this direction, okay? And again, I'm gonna say, no, head gonna go this direction. So forget about what's happened outside of education. Please pay attention with me what's happened here. Okay? So that's what I truly want to see with my horse. Even somebody open door, he still have to pay this attention right now. People come into arena, again I'm gonna say no, please pay attention on me. Okay, you have to control yourself. And again, that's some methods. If I don't teach him to stop and face, he will fall apart. He will never gonna stay. He will start to run. He will raise the tail up in the air. He will gonna start to be nervous and etc. So that's not my goal. So I'm just redirecting the energy and saying, please pay attention on me. Okay, again, somebody come to the balcony. I said right here. Pay attention on me. Again, pay attention on me. Pay attention on me right here. Beautiful. So now I'm going to send them away. Continue travel. Right there. Stay still and relax. Beautiful. So that's a difference right now between to putting horse, like we talked about this already, with hindquarters towards us, and have a patience and put horse towards us with front end. So we're going to say, so we're going to practice this little bit right now. So front end, stay still, patience. That's critical important to teach that. So horse have a patient, understand he allowed to stay with front end. And also we can say, please move. Turn outside and face me with hind end. Okay, no, all the way there. Move your shoulders right here. So we done this in the previous step, so he have to understand, doesn't matter what's happened behind him, we already used the flag and etc. He have to stay still like that because we're teaching him with turn outside, right? So say, for example, like I said before, if somebody walk in to arena or you trail ride, and something flying from the back, he's not gonna put his tail under his body and gonna start to run. So again, that's all stop and face. It's all consistent and consistently forward motion, and a lot of confidence just to stay still. But if I don't have forward motion with this horse, very well forward motion, I will never gonna develop stop and face with front, right? If I don't have a forward motion, then I will never gonna teach him turn outside. Then I will never gonna teach him to stop with hind quarters towards me. Okay? And what's very interesting about this step, you can teach this far away. You don't have to stricten this halter and etc. That's your trail loading. That's a closing partition in the trails. That's horse standing across tie. You fitting your horse not cow kick you. You walking behind the horse when farrier came and touch the legs from the horse. Horse gonna stay and wait for you. You can brush the tail. So all this we want, doesn't matter how small or how big animal, we want to have this relaxation, okay? And we can apply front legs, hind legs. So that's what we want to truly see horse developing this. Again, a lot of horses will snore, kick with front leg, or even sometimes even jump over their fence. So that's, again, I come back and I explain it's a forward motion, understand the forward motion, understand the stop and face, understand the turn inside, understand the turn outside, and after you bring this together. So now we're going to say, and the most important right now, he's not tied to the fence. What he is learning right now, he's learning the patience, okay? That's a patience right now we develop. So again, wake up, right here, and when I said please stay here, that's why I want to stay here. When I ask you, come to me, so he have to come to me in the middle and stay with me. And if I say randomly I'm going to apply extend and touch, he still have to have this very nice relaxation. That's critical important, okay? So again, we're going to send him again back to the fence, and face him with front end, right here, baby. No, right here, more energy, right here, and stop and stay still, okay? So he have to perform, right now he falling apart, right? In this particular small moment, he fall apart, he start to pawn and etc. But again, we're having methods, stop and face, develop the patience, okay? That's what he wants to see. So now we're gonna go to next step, what he learning, and we polishing that. Because we don't stay still and horses can accept the flag, horses accept extend and touch. But when forward motion involved, and we trail ride, say for example, and lifts moving, other riders coming towards us, what I better say, when forward motion involved, then horses mentally falling apart, okay? Because that's how Mother Nature teaching them survive and run. So we have to develop this not only in stay still, we have to develop it travel and forward motion and control. And the hardest part, control emotion, and the hardest part is teaching the slow speed. Okay, because why I'm saying slow speed? Because you have to understand the forward motion. Every horse can run, and every horseman can use the flag. But if I teach him travel with flag or with whip, he traveled only because of the fear. So in this particular moment, my goal to teach him understand the energy, understand the body language, understand the voice, and control emotion with moving objects. So again, point, forward, continue travel. And I want to be consistently, so I'm going to say forward, forward, forward if I have to. And I want to maintain this walk, okay? But we're very consistent on this walk. I said beside the panel, please, not leaning inside. Now you understand why I need my voice command. So my horse truly traveled because I asked him to travel, not because I'm chasing with flag or whip and etc. So I'm developing this brain. So that's my trail ride right now. Under saddle, that's my ride in the first time. Again, please towards right here. Continue travel, forward motion. So you see how many times he fall apart. But I'm not chasing him. Everything I'm reminding him with my body language, my voice command. So now I'm going to say, pick up the speed. Now I want to do exactly the same on the trot. Exactly the same on the trot. Okay? Continue travel. So I want his truly towards the panel. So I want this consistently, again, prime example, body language voice command, not the whip. Please continue travel. Can you stop? Very good. Can you come to me? Can you come to me? Right here. Can you stay with me? So also, we practice this a lot with our horses because when I'm going to put my leg on him the first time and ride him, he have to be very relaxed here too. So, and again, it's an open space. Like I explained you 5 minutes ago, when humans stand beside the wall, say for example, and you're going to put in a big area, and you're going to put him in the middle, you're losing your confidence. You're going to have anxiety. So with horses, it's exactly the same. When you hold him, you're restricting him. You're giving him more confidence with domination, actually. When you put him beside the wall, you give him more confidence. But when you bring him here in open space, he on his own, nobody can hold him. He have to on his own control that. That's where the truly, true tests begin with animal. Okay? Right here. And again, that's a patience. Stay still and relax, baby. Right here. Okay? So stay still and relax. A lot of relaxation. Beautiful. So when we done one side, we have to do completely. So again, point, horse going because I ask, not because I whip behind his hindquarters. So he have to travel in the same way with flag on this side because horse have left and right side. And control emotions. Point, continue travel. So we done this million times without the flag, with many different objects, till, again, you see nose lean inside, I right away point and said you have to continue going forward. So now my energy increase, my voice command change, again, nose inside, continue travel. Continue travel. Towards the panel, my energy are changing my shoulders, stay beside the wall, control emotion with flag. Again, no, we continue travel forward motion. We're not leaning inside, no. We're not leaning inside, we're not leaning outside. And now when I ask you to stop, you stop. Very good, beautiful. Can you come in the middle? Can you come in the middle? Move your shoulders, please. Right there, a little bit more. Right here. Very nice. Stay still, relax. Can you please walk away from me? Walk away from me, please. Walk away from me. More, and stop right there. Stop and stay still. Now walk away from me. Walk away from me. Walk away from me and stay with hindquarters towards me. Move and stay right here. Again, move right here, right there. So I talk a lot about join up. That's a patience right now, okay? Talk a lot about, and we're going to talk about a little bit deeply in the future videos. Join up when you're running horse in a circle, and let him come to you. Whatever he decides to come to you, you create so many miscommunication. I even cannot say problems. It is problems, but it's so much miscommunication between animal and the human, because you allowed him to come to you. And after he learned that, because domination outside, safe zone right here, and after when he is all the time follow you, because you're teaching him, then we're shaking the rope, then we're using stick. Again, please come back with your hindquarters and stay where I ask you to stay. So you have to teach, in my philosophy, in the Discover philosophy methodology around pen, it's very important to teach animal to stay where I ask you to stay, come to me when I ask you to stay, come to me. So reality, what's happening right now, we're crazy about this respecting space. That's a respecting space. Not halters, not ropes, just body language. Same like a kid. You educate a kid to do chores. You're developing respect with communication, with explanation. That's not different. So all this rubbing against you, leaning inside in the lunch line, when you're feeding the horse, rubbing against you, that's all. I don't ask you to turn. Please come back and stay where I ask you to stay. That's all consistency. So all these bad habits, actually, miscommunication, they're all going to disappear on their own because we're developing with education. So anytime I talk to you, at the same time, I'm very consistent with my education, you have to perform and do what I ask you to do. So now I'm going to say, right here, and front end. And front end. Fix your shoulders, please, right here. And stay. So you see how far I can be from the horse, probably good 40 feet, and I can still communicate with him because we're done. Again, I come back to these words a million times. Consistent and consistently. Understand the cue, perform, never stop. Learn the letters, learn how to read the sentence. That's not different, okay? So that's beautiful. So now we're going to work a little bit. I'm going to show one more thing. And that's where he falling apart a little bit, loud sounds, okay? We still have a good month to teach him that. But if I don't have forward motion and stop and face, loud sounds will fall apart. Remember from the first video when we just introduced the flag, he was running and upset. So now I have two steps: educate, travel consistently, and stop and face. Patience, okay? Not stricting, nothing. So anytime I apply the bullwhip, nose going outside, still continue work on that. Okay, now I'm going to show you what will horse do, how to fix that, how to educate that. Be consistent on your education. We have methods that we're putting together puzzle, okay, and continue doing this. Again, horse fall apart. What we're doing? Forward motion, forward motion, forward motion, nose. shoulders inside. Fix your shoulders, please, right here, all right? Beautiful. When he's staying like this and he responds pretty cool, so I'm gonna go back to him and say, very good, baby, you done such a good job, I'm proud of you, okay? I have to cut this out. Right here, stop and stay still. So we're going to bring him back right now and say, please, again, forward motion. Again, please face me. Please face me. Right here, and stay still. Right here, stay still, relax, don't be in a rush. When I walk to him, he's fine. And again. Very good. That's what we want to see. And again, very relaxed. Don't be in a rush. All right, now he's leaving again. I'm going to say again, forward motion. And again, forward motion. And again, stop and stay still and face me. So say, for example, your horse still continue walking your way when you apply bullwhip, and you don't have, please fix your shoulders. Fix your shoulders. Right here. So say, for example, your horse walking your way all the time when you're using bullwhip. You have two steps what you can apply. Forward motion and stay still. And maybe you have to apply this 1,000,000 times till you get this result. You cannot just dominate him to run so he get tired and submit. You're going to say, okay, please use your bullwhip. I'm never going to move. That's a domination. So give him opportunity every day. Learn more, learn more, learn more, till he's going to develop this confidence. But what I truly want to see, I want to see relaxation. Not because he all sweat and tired and nervous and staying still and submit to these loud sounds. Again, that's not education. That's domination with desensitizing. You're numbing the horse instinct. You're working against the mother nature. You want to, he understand mentally. That's will not gonna hurt. Okay? So again, beautiful. When he done job like that, I'm going to say that's exactly what I want. Stay still, relax, beautiful. That's what I want. That's like I explained before, that's my leg right now, that's my saddle. When I stay with my horse beside him, it's not just I put my arm around him. You will notice some horses, when you're going to start to teach them, they pin ears, they try to bite your hand. A lot of different horses act completely different. But extending touch, actually, what we apply, teach that what you allow to put hand around the horse, not just randomly. I'm going to go to the horse and going to start to put a hand. Okay? So now we're going to work a little bit on the speed control, because I have to walk on the lunge line with this horse, I have to trot with this horse in lunge line, and I have to lope. Okay, this horse have to lope. So remember, we have to be very consistent. It's walk, it's trot, it's kiss. Okay, so again, point, give opportunity, now listen, voice command, energy, more energy, mistake, drive forward, come back again, completely disappeared, again, forward motion, change the direction, no, forward motion, you're not allowed to change direction whatever you want to change direction, right here, this direction, now energy, 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 right here. So again, forward motion, bring this brain forward, okay, don't chase the horse. If you have to be serious sometimes, yes, you have to be serious. You can be very serious, but not just go and chasing up the horse. Again, it's domination with fear. So again, so I want to see how this energy are gonna rise up. I want to see how this energy gonna rise up. Okay, if you truly listen my energy, so again, and slow down, forward motion. Right here, continue working this towards the panel. Towards the panel. Right here, towards the panel. Again, continue travel. Again, my energy. More. Beautiful. Trot, continue trot towards the panel, towards the panel, towards the panel. Change direction, and come back and walk. Come back and walk, come back and walk, come back and walk. Come back and walk. Very good. And be consistent with walk. And with Copenhagen, we face a lot of challenges with forward motion. So we have to continue work on that till we finally gonna educate this brain. Okay? Very nice. Continue travel. You see nose all the time go inside, outside, inside, outside. That's not consistency, okay? He all the time looking for the spot to quit. So again, energy towards the panel. Beautiful. Again, energy. And again, break and trot. So again, we have to work to understand the lope. Understand the lope. Again, beautiful. Right here, come back and trot. Understand the lope. Mistake, forward where you came. Now right here, come back again. Now forward motion. So again, my stop and face and turn inside help me to bring this horse towards the same direction. So again, beautiful. Now never stop. mistake, change direction, I don't ask you to stop, continue work. And this side was from day one much harder, right, from everything. So again, I have to be very, very consistent with that. Again, very good, forward motion. If I have to apply a little bit more energy here, I will apply, so he can be a little bit more serious about that. Very good, continue travel. Again, forward motion, again, beautiful, come back on track, forward motion. So I want you to truly understand this, pick up the trot, not just slope, pick up the slope, not just slope all the time. Forward motion, now, forward motion. Slow down, again, forward motion. Continue travel, again. That's it. Now continue loping. And stop. Couple steps back and a lot of relaxation. So we're still facing this challenge with this slope. Right here, stay still. If you not remember, I always say in invisible launch line, if he is not gonna lope here, he will never gonna lope in the launch line. Then he will never gonna lope under saddle, because energy between the horse and horseman not developed. Okay? It's not right now communication. It's all just hard work. We're learning actually energy right now on a different speed. So he have to lower my energy right here, not in the launch line or under saddle. Right here, patience, relaxation. Wait right here, again, forward motion, again right here. You see confidence right now disappeared, right? Again, forward motion, right here. You're gonna say, Russ, why you bring him in the middle after this hard work, okay? Reality, I'm showing him right now, my energy was not aggressive, okay? Because if I work with him, he already know difference, very important to understand. He know difference to stay far away and come close to me. But right now, I want to reassure the mental abilities. Even if I work very hard with you, I teaching you something, you still can be my friend, okay? And I can be your friend. It's not running you there, right there outside and shut you down right there. Okay, so he have to truly understand, and the horsemen have to understand when allowed, when not allowed to come, when to reassure the horse brain he done something good or something bad. Okay, right here, yawning, that's a relaxation. That's a prime example right here. Now I'm going to say, can you? So if he will afraid me right now and have this fear, he will never be with me right now. He will never face me right now. He will just run away, shut down right there, and etc. So my goal, I said, no, that's very good. That's what I want. But again, when I let him relax mentally, and I show him I can communicate with you also, all right? But at the same time right now, that's critical important, okay? Critical important Do not create a monster right now. Do not create spoiled child. You still have to say, go, stay where you are, okay? And come back to me and stay right there, okay? So he understands when you work hard, I reward him and say, very good, you done very good job. But at the same time, stay where I told to stay. Because if I'm gonna let him all the time come to me, I come back. After a couple weeks, he gonna be here, I gonna be right there, okay? So that's how horse is learning and progressing. So we're gonna come back to our extending touch. And I'm gonna show you, because we have to accomplish so much today, I'm gonna show you what extending touch actually teach horse, okay? Forward motion. Forward motion, continue travel. Okay? So, forward motion, forward motion, forward motion, again, forward motion, continue travel, forward motion. So if I'm gonna have scary object with extending touch behind the horse, they're gonna pick up the speed, they're gonna get nervous, they're gonna kick with the hind legs when you trail right and etc. So my horse have to accept extending touch and travel without the fear. Again, right here, you see how many mistakes he's doing just to escape from this again. And sometimes you have to be serious about your energy, not all the time babysit him, okay? Continue travel, continue travel. So that's what I want to see, this extended, that's my saddle, okay, right now on his back. Continue travel, develop this confidence, develop this confidence. Very good. Now I'm gonna stop. Very good. Change direction. Change direction. So you can see extending touch go in front of the legs, flag going from opposite side, fall down. So he have to travel and be relaxed with that. At the same time, beside the fence, right here. Very good, sorry about that. Continue travel. So it's very, very hard to achieve extending touch in the forward motion with horse. Right here. So they're running, they're not nervous. And continue beside the panel. Control motion with the flag. Beautiful. Right here. You see how nose going outside? How much he leaning inside? Now I'm gonna say turn, change direction, change direction, change direction. Change direction. So it don't have to bother him at all. Doesn't matter what's happening around him, because when he's gonna trail right and branch is gonna be around him, around his legs, he's not gonna start to jump in the air. So extending touch in front of him. A lot of horses, forward motion. Some horses they kick with front end. Some horses changing direction. Some horses cannot step over the pools, they're very up. So everything what's going in front of him or behind him, again, behind him, he have to be very relaxed with that. And his legs, changing direction, beautiful, continue travel. So it's have to be reason right here, beautiful. So it's methods. So if he's not understand to travel forward motion and you start to throw that behind his back or in front of him, he will gonna start to change direction, gonna be start nervous. So my goal, continue travel. Remember, consistent and consistently. That's what we done. So if he not understand travel and he's still learning that, then it's gonna be a problem. Right here, beautiful. Now come back in the middle, come back in the middle, come back more in the middle, and that's where you stay. So any direction with my horse, I apply extend and touch, he have to stay and control himself. Doesn't matter, leg, it's a back, it's a from behind. He have to stay still. And again, that's a stop and face. Million times. Still you're gonna have this horse be nice and relaxed. From the back, a lot of times when we walk into the barn and we're saying door, we're afraid horse gonna rip the cross tie off, or farrier working on the horse. So that's how confident he have to be. Okay. Beautiful. Very happy with this. We're gonna quit. So now horse have to understand how to move the hips from staying far away from the horse, and horse have to understand to learn to give the pressure and travel forward motion. So that's actually right now what we're talking about, invisible lunge line. That's going to be prime example. Right here he left me, I'm going to say no, you're not leaving me. Again, right here, right here. So everything right now, just communication, right here. So now I'm going to say, can you walk away? Okay, right here. Just walk away. I'm going to fix our lasso. So remember, we teach horse to face with hind quarters towards us, right? So we want, that's imagine right now horse standing in a trail, inside of the trailer, and or in a cross tie. If I take a young horse and I'm going to start to teach the horse to move the hips left and right direction, sometimes horses cow kick, sometimes horses are running forward, be worried, flipping backwards in the trailer, and etc. So because I teach him travel forward motion, and I teach him to stay and face me with hind quarters, and I teach him extend and touch, I can stay far away from my horse and said, can you move the hip? More hip right here. Can you move your hip right here? So I don't have to stay very close to my horse. I can teach him to move the hip by just staying far away with my lasso and say move the hip. Again, and say move the hip. Put a little bit rope behind the hind quarters, right here. So imagine he cannot accept the rope on his back. Imagine he doesn't know how to stay still, and you start to apply that. He's going to start to kick on the rope. He's going to start to be worried about this. So it's going to be a lot of miscommunication from right here. He walking away. I say move the hip. Again, move the hip. Okay? Just move the hip. Right here. Move the hip more. Right there. Stay on the way. Again. And you can practice this to make this better and better till you're going to see actually hips moving even much better. Right here. And again, move the hip. Move the hip right here. So now I'm going to say, please travel forward motion. Forward motion. More energy. More energy. Remember this invisible lunge line? What I talk about? That's invisible lunge line right now. That's a lunging horse right now. So now I'm going to pick up, and I said, can you learn to come to me right here? Can you learn to come to me? Very good. Can we change direction? And continue travel forward motion. Forward motion. Can you learn to stop and come to me? And come to me. Can we change direction? Horse moving away. I said no. Right here. Because we teach that point. And travel forward motion. Forward motion. And please come to me. Spent a lot of time on that. So I have very nice responsive horse. So teach a lot of my horses pick up the speed, and when I pick up this rope, come back to me. Because when horses are lured, and when horses pick up very, very fast speed, and you pulling, they're pulling back. So I have to, if I increase the energy, a lot of energy, but when I pick up, it means come back to me. Okay, so again, point. Continue travel. So if I increase the energy, a lot of energy, but when I pick up, come back to me. Very good. Again, point. Again, point. Pick up, continue travel. Very good. Pick up a little bit more. When I come back to me. Very good. Again, pick up, beautiful. So anytime I change in my direction and I pick up, they're going to follow me. That's how you start to teach horse to lead. Because he understands forward motion, he understands to give to the pressure, he understands the speeds. He understands consistent forward motion. So again, travel forward motion. Right there. Mistake again. Pick up. Continue travel. Continue travel. Now change. Right here. Beautiful. And come back to me. Beautiful. I'm going to fix my rope. So he's a big animal, right? And I have to teach him to navigate his brain, not his physics, navigate his brain. Physics are going to come after, so he can truly understand, be gentle around me, understand my cues, and not run me through. Very good. Beautiful. Stay still. And again, right here, lower your head. Very good, baby. Very nice. So when my animal staying in an open space, and I talk a lot about this, how to put saddle first time in the horse, and how to teach the horse to accept the saddle, and how important the forward motion, because if you put in saddle, say, for example, first time in horse, and ask him to travel forward motion, and he not understand the forward motion, and he not understand extending touch, and he don't have confidence and energy between each other, then first time put saddle on the horse, it's become a very dangerous situation and very bad experience for animal, okay? So my horses have to understand to stay still, come to me, or stay far away when I walk in and I'm gonna put saddle on you. So say, for example, say, stay right there, continue travel, please face me, forward motion, please face me, fix your shoulder, please, right there. So if I teach, say for example, I put horse in the middle of the round pen, hold him by the halter, put the saddle, tie the cinch, then it starts to, we always saying, tie the cinch, run away from the horse. It's a very dangerous. But it exists different way to educate the horse to put saddle on the horse, saddle pad, so horse surely will understand that, okay? And I'm not going to show you how, okay? If you want to learn how, you can go to Academy online and going to learn that. But it's the same principle as extending touch. If I'm going to take this and I'm going to walk to horse immediately to put that, I'm taking confidence away from the animal, okay? So it's exactly the same principle like you're educating horse extending touch to prepare horse brain. So again, forward motion, forward motion, forward motion, forward motion again, forward motion, forward motion. Now turn around. So I want he come to me when I put in saddle on the horse back, okay? And again, I don't need no halters, no ropes to hold him. If he cannot control this on his own, all these halters and ropes, it's just restricting. They're not going to help you to truly to put the saddle on the horse, okay? And he just learning that, so he have to have this confidence, okay? So again, stop and face, teach horse to stay still. Have this patience, okay? Very good, baby. Again, turn a little bit here. Come to me. Come to me, right here, and stay, please, right here. A little bit more. Right here, boo. Very good. Right here, sweetheart. So again, if I take a saddle, I'm going to walk my horse, and again, put saddle and strict him and holding, it's again not education. So again, go all the way back to forward motion, to extend and touch, to stop and face, turn inside, turn outside, and then we start to introduce to put in saddle the first time. Okay? So we're using right now training saddle, so because real saddle is heavy and it's much harder to work with, so we're using training saddle to teach him to control this emotion when we're putting something on his back. Right here, he's confident. Relax. Right here, beautiful, man. Pick up. You don't have to tight immediately a lot, just little bit. If you don't step back, that's fine. Let him to understand. Let him understand that's not going to hurt. Okay. Back cinch, it's very important also. Okay, so they're truly developing this. Right here, he's moving. I said, no, towards me. Redirect the energy. Don't pay attention to the saddle. Please pay attention on me. Right here. And like this small details, they're very important, because if they doesn't know how to stay still when you tie the cinch without the halter and rope, and you're holding them all the time, that can turn to anxieties and the bigger problems. Okay, so just little bit. Tie the cinch back, and again, just stay still. Stay back. Don't crowd my space. So all this, you can see, that's all anxieties right now, okay? So he's learning. It's a bad anxiety, so it's a good anxiety. He's just learning about that, okay? So he have to learn on his own how to have the cinch and be relaxed. Not all the time looking back, chewing the cinch. It takes time. But if I strengthen him with cross tie or halter on rope, he will never going to learn on his own to actually have this patience. So now we need our forward motion. Very simple. Of course not to teach him to control that. So say, for example, if he not understand forward motion, and I pick up the whip right now and start to go teach him to travel forward motion, I actually increase in anxieties, okay, because I create more fear. Then it's object on his back. Then when backing begin, that's what nerves begin, and actually you're developing more problems, okay? Very good, beautiful. Very good. Forward motion. Very nice. So we're not going to waste our time. I'm going to show you different interesting stuff, but what we're working on. But right now we're concentrating not on the start, we're concentrating on the forward motion. We're concentrating on consistent forward motion. Why? Because we're bringing this object on his back. We want he develop the confidence with the saddle on his back. Because I will never going to ride a horse if horse doesn't know how to travel consistently with the saddle. Okay? If horse refusing travel, if I'm going to sit on the horse, then it's going to be even much more problems in the future. Continue travel. Pay attention on me, please. So now, energy, energy, energy. Continue travel. Stay still. Pay attention. Stay beside the fence. Continue travel and stop. It's important to teach horse travel a lot? Absolutely not. You every day develop a little bit more, and a little bit more, till finally develop this confidence. But if I take the saddle and he nervous, and I continue, what I'm actually teaching him to get nervous all the time. Okay, so I'm not developing the confidence. So again, point. Very nice. Continue travel. Please towards the panel, towards the panel, towards the panel. And again, point. Energy, energy, energy. You see, and Forward motion disappeared. Answer why. Saddle on top, concentration on the saddle, if you pay attention to his ears, concentration on the tarp. Everything falling apart, okay? It's a very easy answer. It's not because he doesn't know how to travel forward motion. It's because other tools, other involved in his brain right now. So I say, no, continue travel. That's what I want to see. Continue travel. Can you change direction? And continue travel. Forward motion. So why you say, Russ, why you changing direction? Very simple. I'm going to explain you why changing direction. Anytime horse changing direction, he putting his legs under him. When he putting legs under him, his belly getting much bigger. So tight, back cinch tight much more around his belly. Okay? Then he see object from opposite side of his body. So that's when I'm going to ride, I'm going to start to guide him. I already prepare him to control the motion when you change in direction and you're actually using back cinch under his back. So we're going to come back to this a little bit. Tighten up a little bit. So you see, if I will do this all in the first time, tight very hard, then I will develop in again anxieties. But what I done, I teaching him, I will slowly do. It's exactly the same in the riding. When I'm going to attack him, I'm going to get him loose. I'm going to ride couple circles, I'm going to dismount, I'm going to tie the cinch. Again, forward motion. Forward motion. Come in the middle, please. In the middle, please. In the forward motion, in the middle, change. Please your nose, right here. Play with this tool. Okay? So when I'm gonna ride my horse, it's gonna be noises around his back, my legs, my saddle, sound of the saddle, cracking water bottle. If I'm gonna ride, I'm gonna be thirsty. Doesn't matter what kind of noise is going to be around my horse, flapping my legs around the horse. Or you want to use this horse for the buggy, to pull the buggy or sleigh in the winter time and enjoy your horse. You have to control the motion with moving objects around his back and loud sound. Say for example, if he doesn't know again, I come back to forward motion. He not understand forward motion, you apply that, he's going to jump over the fence. So again, it's all preparation. Forward motion. If it's have to be very fast speed, absolutely not. Forward motion, more energy, more energy, more energy, forward motion. Right here, relaxation. That's my legs around the horse right now. That's I'm sitting on top. It's a different now. Different noises. Beautiful. Continue travel. Beautiful. So pay attention on his nose outside. He worry what's happening from opposite side. That's me right now sitting on top of this horse. Okay? I'm not gonna take a chances. Till I'm not gonna, when I'm gonna train him, till I'm gonna see beside the panel. I see nose gonna be straight. It means he ready to ride. If I see he worry all the time, I will never gonna mount this horse, okay? Beautiful. So you can see right now, I'm gonna use turn inside and turn outside to develop flapping motion around his body with these tools. Forward motion. So he can truly understand when he move, he can move around. This back cinch can touch his belly. Forward motion. Again, right here. Forward motion. Pick up. More. Forward motion, right here, continue travel. Little bit more forward motion. So we're gonna work on this a little bit. Turn outside. Continue travel. Very good. Now, outside, outside, more outside, more outside, more outside, step, right there. Can you stay towards me with hindquarters of this object and be relaxed? Okay, and you don't have to worry something gonna scare you. Right here, flag, beautiful. Now, forward motion, forward motion. Can you face me with front end? Fix your shoulder, fix your shoulder. That's anxieties right now. Looking and excited. I said, that's fine. Stay and relax. Beautiful. So every day we're going to graduate a little bit more and more and more. Now I'm going to show you something very interesting, okay? We can teach horse to face with hindquarters towards us, and we can teach horse to face us towards us with front end. And here now we're having scary object on the fence. Say, for example, it's a banner, what our horses cannot control emotion. So I'm going to say, go forward motion, forward motion, forward motion, forward motion, more forward motion, forward motion. See, confused a little bit, forward motion. So by using turn outside right now, I'm going to say face and stay with start. Again, no. So teaching him, I'm going to teach him face this, more steps, right here. Face this tarp with front end and stay still. Okay? No chewing. Right here. Stay and control the emotions right there. Okay, now I'm going to say move your hips. Move your hips. Again. Move your hips. Face me. Face. Right here. Okay? So you can see how far away from the tarp. That's anxieties from the hind end towards the tarp. So I'm going to say forward motion. Now I'm going to say right here. Can you face right here? So I'm going to teach him, you have scary object, but by using turn inside and outside, I can teach you to face with front end towards that. Not to be worried. Forward motion, forward motion, forward motion. And you can stay with hind end towards this and be relaxed. Okay? Again, forward motion. And again, please face me with front end, with front end, with front end, a little bit more with front end, right here. Now can you step couple steps back? Right here. See nose going right the way you want it? So that's how you develop, and eventually by applying every day, teach that, you can take this hindquarters and put against the tarp and stay still and be very relaxed. Okay, another thing I'm going to show you with tarp, we almost right here, he completely left. I'm going to say no. So I have to be very disciplined with him so he can learn that. Stay still. Doesn't matter what I'm doing, you have to stay still. So we, again, right here, couple steps back, pay attention. So we're all the time crazy about this narrow spaces, okay? And we roll in tarps. We're rolling tarps in a narrow shape, and after we make it bigger, and teach horse go in this narrow situation between wall and the tarp. It's the same idea. I'm not going to tell you how, but it's exactly the same idea how you teach extend and touch. Not allowed. Not allowed. Same as you teach extend and touch. Same principles with tarp. Okay? If you not understand forward motion, you're not using whip to make him go. Again, anxieties go higher, scary object, running, and nervous. So I'm going to say, continue travel forward motion. Okay? We need speed? No, we don't need no speed. Right now, I am sitting on top of the horse. I have scary object, my legs flopping. I am trail riding right now. That's my thinking ahead. We're going to ride him in the first time. I'm not going to start ride under saddle in teaching goal narrow situation. No, that's what I want. Please pass by that. Consistently. That's also very important. Not just smell. Again, turn. So by turning inside, I can change the directions and teaching him to pass these objects without being nervous. Okay, again, forward motion, change, forward motion. So you can practice this in many forward motion and in many different speeds. So I'm going to continue travel forward motion. Now I'm going to say, please step on the tarp. Right here. So I can teach horse stay on top of the tarp without the halters, without the ropes. By how? By stop and face, forward motion, turn outside, in same principle as extend and touch. And that's what you get. You get the horse to truly stay without upsetness and on top of the tarp, not be nervous, passing in the narrow situations, not be nervous. And the most important, we're not restricting the horse, not halters, not ropes, everything free. So he actually using his brain to understand that and developing emotion on his own. Very good, beautiful. So now I'm going to say, go forward, go forward, go forward. Can you turn around? Can you turn around? Can you turn around? Right here. And tarp still, so he faced me with hindquarters and tarp still under him, okay? So, and you can make this better and better and better. So again, we're going to bring him back to us. Forward motion. Forward motion. Wake up. Wake up. Forward motion. Forward motion. Right here, he's slowing down. It's a lot of information for the animal in one day. And again, we're going to bring him back to us and say, please go in the middle and stay still. Okay, baby? You've done amazing work. I am really proud of you. Really proud. So even when you're removing saddle and you're working with your horse, he still have to stay still patiently and wait for you. When you're removing the saddle from the horse, the scary object, he have to have this patience and not walk away, wandering around, and etc. When I talk in my horses, when I ride them, young horses or older horses, that's what result I want from my horse. Be very relaxed, not to fidgeting, staying still, be nice and relaxed and not be nervous. Right here. Also when you're removing the saddle from the horse, you're also not nervous not walking away. A lot of times when we're removing the saddle from the horse is going sideways, snoring, and eventually they're learning how to pull away from you with the saddle. So everything, we're teaching them to stay still. And it's very simple, just simple 2 steps, forward motion and stop and face, to develop a lot of patience. Okay? So we're done today with Copenhagen, his education. He's getting very, very close to accomplish his round pen education. We still have to work a little bit on the speed control. We're working a lot already on the bridle work methodology with this horse. In the next video, we're going to show you progress, how we're teaching horses to be flexible on their neck, shoulders, rib cage, and hind quarters when we're using bridle and we actually on the ground. So all those methods we're going to transfer to the saddle. So we're not going to upset horse, not mentally and not physically. So thank you very much for your time, guys, and I will see you in the next video. Very good, baby, sweetheart. You did a good job. So even when we finish, right? We finish. Thank you, Peter. Even when we finish, right, and we reduce our energy, he still have to understand to stay here. It doesn't mean he have to start to walk away because I finished my video, because I reduced my energy. He still have to understand when educator going to give me different cue, or he give me this cue. That's I'm talking about consistent and consistently. That's a consistently. He perform on a consistently education with his brain. He's staying on this exercise. Even when he's staying still, I asking him to stay. That's an exercise. So if he not understand the cue, he will never going to perform in the same exercise for a long period of time. So that's very important for us to understand that. Very good, sweetheart.